The most powerful organization in the roofing and solar industry just launched with a message so powerful that 238 articles have already been written about it all across the United States by major news agencies like Fox News, ABC, NBC, CBS, and even USA Today. And this is what I get to share with you right now because it is exactly what I've been sharing on my social media channels about how I'm reinventing how I do business to make an even bigger impact. And for the very first time publicly, I am so excited to announce the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance. Hey, welcome back. Adam Bensman here. And in this video, I'm going to share what RSRA is, who we are, why we started, and what this means to you. And invite you, if you believe that you're one of us, give you the path to become one of us. So let's get started. Now, here's the thing. The Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance really isn't new. Like it is, but it's actually been alive secretly for the last 3 years. In fact, I've been running this organization. It's called the Pitch Pro Movement. See, this is actually the journal from our live event last year. And the reason I started this organization, which was like a one-part mastermind and training group, and I didn't market it because I didn't want everybody in there, and I was trying to keep it secret. And quite frankly, I wasn't really good at talking about it. I didn't really know what we were because we didn't fit in any one box. But the reason that I started it is my clients that bought my sales system, they ended up having wild success. So I solved the one problem. And then as they grew, they created the next growth problem, like opening the next office or hiring a manager, redoing comp plans, adding new products or services. So they said, hey, Adam, can you help? And that's when I started this group. And very quickly, it grew so much bigger than I imagined. I didn't know that it would grow beyond what I could serve. And people started asking me questions on like supplementing and getting jobs approved and mindset and marketing and solar. And I said, you know what? This has to be bigger than me. We got to bring in the right people. So I hand selected who I believe to be the very best in the industry. Folks like John Cenac, Deshaun Bryant, Jim Aline, Cody Landals. So between all 5 of us, we have been mentoring and coaching our group, the Pitch Pro Movement, formerly known as the Pitch Pro Movement, for the last 3 years. And it was at our annual event this year when it clicked that we needed to go bigger. And I'd had this idea since RoofCon 2021 that I shared with both Matt Mulholland and John Cenac about this big grand vision, and nothing clicked. And then finally, one night at 4 a.m, it all came to me. The Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance. That's it. And that is how it was born. Now, I want to bring you back real quick to 2011 to give you a little bit of the backstory here. See, that's when I first got in the industry. And when I first got in the industry, I remember being in an interview, my first interview, where this guy just like tried to sell me on working for him and how much money I make in the industry. And then like, before even asking me a question in intricate detail, taught me how to conduct insurance fraud. By the way, in like a really big way. I'm not talking just like eating a deductible. I'm talking really slimy, skeezy stuff. And at that moment, I knew this industry was poisoned by greed and corruption. And right then and right there, I was scared to get into it. But then my next interview was with a company that aligned with my values, and I jumped on board, and that's who I stayed with until I came to this side. And even after being with a good company, people would ask me, what do you do for a living? And I was ashamed and embarrassed to tell people what I did because I didn't want them to categorize me into this group of scumbags where the greed and corruption had poisoned the industry. And again, I've been jaded. For those that have worked with me closely, they know that I'm jaded and burned out. I don't trust a lot of people in this industry because I've been burned so many times. But through working with such great people here in the Pitch Pro Movement and working with incredible owners and sales teams, I realized there's good folks like us, and we can make an even bigger difference because there's power in numbers. Now, whether you agree with it or not, there's things that we don't really love, for example, like the government. Like a small government is a lot less powerful than a big government. And a one-man company is a lot less powerful than a 10-person company. And a mission with, right now, by the way, we're at the time of this video, about 140 companies strong is nowhere near as an organization with 700, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 companies that can really make a difference. So there's power in numbers. And that is why I decided it's time. It's time that we go even bigger. Now, this organization is not for everybody. See, every single member is required to take our member pledge, abide by our code of conduct, and agree to our mutual confidentiality agreement, which creates a safe space for us all to share and collaborate together, and an honest-facing organization to our homeowners to say, hey, here's who we are, what we believe in, and what we do. And members who violate that pledge, they're getting kicked out and they will not be allowed back in. And I know you're wondering how, and the answer is through member policing. We got a lot of eyes and ears in the group, and through customer complaints. So on our consumer-facing website, which is rsra.org, homeowners are going to learn about our vision, our mission, our why, the founding story, and who we are. And they're going to check out the member directory to validate your membership. And if there's a complaint about working with a contractor who's a member, they're going to be able to file that. And if that comes to us, we'll kick you out. That'll be done by me and our group of committee members. Now, we are not, just to clear that up, this isn't a lead gen service. Our member directory is there for the sole purpose of validating authentic membership, because I want to get ahead of the scumbags that steal our logo and pretend that they're one of us, which won't work because all of our members have specific logos and all that jazz. More on that later. So at any rate, working together, I decided we got to set out to solve the 3 biggest problems in the industry. Number 1, 2 out of 3 sales reps quit or get fired in their first year due to lack of training. Number 2, 8 out of 10 homeowners don't trust contractors. And for good reason, because greed has ruined it for all of us. And number 3, sudden changes are bankrupting even the industry titans. Things like consolidation, technology, legislation, rising interest rates, AI, all of this stuff just quickly comes in and is toppling companies. So how can we come together to solve all of that? Well, we do that in one place, united around a central mission to help you and your team outsell, outgrow, and outcompete the rest as we stomp the scum out. Deeply rooted in our why, to reform the corrupt and greedy practices of the roofing and solar industry. Now, if you'd like to become one of us, or if you feel like you are one of us, if you want to be part of something bigger, get the wildly profitable, crazy passionate, high integrity team that you've always wanted, investing in their success, joining us in the trenches, wrapping your trucks with our logo, putting our logo on your website, wearing our logo on your shirts, using the membership certificate that does the selling for you, that says we're better, we're different, here's why, comes a lot stronger from a third-party organization that's been featured in Fox News, ABC, NBC, CBS, and USA Today. If that's you, then click the link in this description right now. Get a private tour and see for yourself if membership is a good fit. We'll tour you around, answer your questions, walk you through the pledge, show you through our exclusive app where everyone on your team will have access right at their fingertips, and then let you decide if it's a good fit. It's not for everybody, but it might be for you. So if you're one of us, click that link right now or text the word DEMO, D-E-M-O, to 303-222-7133. And I cannot wait to join you and your team as we help you outsell, outgrow, and outcompete the rest as we stomp the scum out.